Hey everyone, today I'm going to be going over a little bit about the mass airflow sensor swap for the Ford Probe GT. Here I've got a 1996. Now this swap can only be done on OBD2, which is 96 and 97, unless you get the proper conversion harness. So some of the things that you'll need is a Mazda Millennia computer from 1996 to 2002. They have the same exact engine as ours, with a few differences. We use a VAF in replace of this mass airflow sensor. So I think it's like a volumetric air flow meter or something, and this is the mass airflow sensor. So in order to do this swap, you would need the mass airflow sensor from the Mazda Millennia, which is going to be labeled KL47. You'll also need the IAT right here, and of course the plugs for each. Now our wire harness does not have the plugs for it, so you will need to do a little bit of splicing. There is a write-up on where to splice it. Now, I just got these connectors from Lowe's. They're really easy. You just put the wires in, you press them down, and then ta-da, you got a good connection. The other catch is you will need some sort of a power. A lot of people route it to something in the fuse box to turn on exactly when the ignition happens. I didn't feel like getting that fancy, so I just put a little wire in there. I routed it into the car, and I have a toggle switch. The difference with the VAF compared to this mass airflow sensor is the VAF does not have a proper fuel map. It's very, very basic. The mass airflow sensor reads it a lot better. So exactly where you press the gas pedal, there's a proper fuel map for what you're doing, which makes it a lot better. You do feel a definite power increase. There were dyno plots on probetalk.com, but that site was taken down, so someone will have them somewhere. The easiest way to tell if it's working or not is if you're, of course, with the manual car, if you're staying steady in your gear, and then you tap on the gas a little bit, you'll usually get a good crackle. And you can definitely feel, of course, the VRIS going at about 4,000 RPMs. ECU is located right underneath this climate control unit. I already have the first trim piece popped off. Now you will have to take off this trim piece down here, which again just pops right out. And from within there, you can see the ECU. Now I have my Mega Squirt right below it. But the Millennia ECU plugs right into our wire harness. The Millennia one has 4 holes for plugs. Now ours only has 3. It's fairly obvious they only fit in the correct spot, so you don't have to worry about putting them in the wrong spots. Now this is the toggle switch I was talking about. I have it routed and grounded just right below this trim piece here. It's a lot easier than having to go through the relays, and who doesn't like toggle switches? There has also been some debate on which ECU is better as far as the Millennia ECU. I have tried a few different ones, and I think the KL1C, which comes out of the 2001 and 2002 Millennia, is the one you would like to use. My reason for that being that, you know, every year that a manufacturer puts out a new computer, they're going to tune it a little bit better than the previous year. Meaning that you're probably going to squeeze a little bit extra power or just a better map out of it than the previous year. Because why would you use older technology in a newer computer? Now, I believe it goes 96 to 97, 98 to 99. And I think 99 to 2000 use another computer, and then 01 and 02. But if you guys give me your ECU code, I, of course, can run it and see exactly what it comes out of. And I also sell these kits, so if you're interested in one, please comment, let me know. And I also have many other parts for probes that I can hook you up with. An easy way to tell if you have set it up incorrectly is you'll go to turn your car on, and it won't even hold its idle. Now, I have the toggle switch, so I know if it's on or off. When it's on, of course, it's gonna start up like a normal car, and might stutter for a second or two once you mess up first. But one thing that you'll have to kind of realize with this is you are going to get check engine lights. Now mine's really, really dim there on purpose. Now, because this Mazda Millennia computer comes out of a Millennia, not a Probe, they did not offer a manual transmission. So you are going to get every automatic transmission code because it wonders where your tranny went. And there's going to be a few other codes that'll mess up, so you will not be able to pass emissions with this unless you have someone you can pay off. Now, it's better to just kind of splice your harness so you can always swap it back for inspection. This is kind of what it sounds like a little bit. It's hard to tell because I just started the car up again. We had it running a little bit ago, but as you can see, it's not warm.